Hi, my name is Shabnam and this is my elevator pitch for tedX. For me, identity is intrinsic to our core being and is really intertwined with our values and the way we interact in society. So, my parents had an arranged marriage and came over to this country when they were very young and they started their business and their family here. I am one of four children, and we were fundamentally brought up with really strict traditional values and beliefs, and also religious beliefs. Culture is different from religion. And I think for my mum, she desperately wanted to hold on to her culture of Pakistan, forgetting that she's now in a different country, in a Western society, and she's had these children in the Western society, but she's raising them like they're from Pakistan. My parents brought us up very differently. They brought up the boys to be kings and to be, the head of the house, and a woman should put you on this pedestal. And they brought my sister and I up to be someone's wife, to be subservient, learn to cook, learn to clean. Growing up, my childhood was very different to my brothers. They got to play with their friends, they got to socialise, they got to interact, they got to wear Western clothes. My sister and I, we had to come back from school, get dressed in the traditional clothes, and learn to cook, do the ironing. This was all at the age of 10, right through to when I left home. See, I always knew that life wasn't for me. I hated wearing the traditional outfits. I hated always having to go to these gatherings. It was a breath of fresh air when I finally left home to attend university in Aberdeen, and I got to experience actual friendship, what socialising meant. And at this point, I'm 18 years old and I had never lived away from home, not even had a slumber party. So I was so out of my depth. I was learning everything for the first time. And I told myself this was my parents protecting me from the big bad world. But it wasn't. They were protecting the history of their culture. So as I grew up, I just knew I was different. I didn't fit in. I didn't quite fit into the Western world because my friends were doing things that were alien to me, and my family were doing things that I just made me cringe, and I just didn't like it, and it wasn't for me. So I felt torn. I felt like I was living two lives. And I knew I had to choose, which then in turn brought in this identity crisis, but a huge sense of guilt. Finding myself's not been easy, and I'm not sure I've fully found myself, but I'm on this path to finding who Shabnam is, what is my true identity, and it's okay to be Asian living a Western life because I'm proud of where I'm from. I am British, I am very Scottish, and I love that. I found my identity.